right now.
It's okay. Good morning, Unity.
Good morning, Eric.
I said, good morning, Unity.
Good morning, Eric.
Morning.
We are Soulshine. I'm Eric, and the pianist over there is Dave, and Donna and Victor are over there, and Bindy's down at my feet, and am I forgetting anybody?
Nope.
Well, you know what? If I did forget anybody, then it is only an oversight of the blind mofo standing right here and not any reflection on you personally. So, we're going to do some chants. We would love for you to sing along if you are so inclined. Please take a second and silence your cell phones, because you don't want to be that person. So we don't sing from our seats, we sing from our feet.
Okay.
And we're going to be doing a song that may be new to some of you. It's called How Could Anyone Ever Tell You? How could anyone ever tell you you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your love, it is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How could anyone ever tell you?
How could anyone ever tell you
you are anything less than beautiful?
anything less than beautiful?
How could anyone ever tell you
anyone ever
you are
tell
less than whole?
you are less than whole?
How could anyone fail to
How could
notice
anyone fail to know
that your loving is a miracle?
loving is a
How
miracle?
deeply you're connected to my soul.
You're connected to my soul. How could anyone ever tell you you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole?
How could anyone fail to notice
Anyone fail to notice
that your loving is a miracle?
loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul.
How
Could
can
anyone ever tell you you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How deeply you're connected to my soul.
the God in me?
God in me beholds the God in you.
Namaste.
Namaste.
The God in me.
The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste.
All is beautiful.
All is beautiful. All is well.
All is well. Yeah, all is beautiful.
All is beautiful. All is well.
Say that again. The God in me beholds the God in you. Let's sing out loud.
The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. All is beautiful. All is well. All is beautiful. All is well.
Let's go back to the original.
Anyone ever tell you that you're anything less
soul. Namaste.
Let's stretch. We turn this down just a touch. It's an honor to be here today. My name is William Gregory, and I am the Reverend of Unity Spiritual Community of Central Oregon. And we are a wild soul sanctuary. In addition to howling, would you be willing to ohm with me? Yes. Let's do 3 ohms, just to shake it off and be here now. Let's ohm again, and let this come from just that gentle place, just like soothing a baby. Let's do one more ohm, and in this one, think of a moment where we have a moment of frustration. A moment of frustration. I know we're generally even, balanced human beings who awaken with grace and go through our lives with all kinds of grace and forgiveness at all times. But imagine for a moment we're having just a time of frustration and we want to burn everything down. And let us imagine in that moment, in our own inner private sanctuaries of our mind, giving ourselves a gentle ohm like, That was a revolutionary moment in my life when I realized I can give kindness to my own self, and we're all worthy of that. We have a chair up here. We have this chair for a reason. And this is a space that we can hold lost loved ones. We can hold pets. We can hold people who are sick. I'm imagining Jim Pasmore in that chair right now, who just had surgery on his leg. And I'm imagining Jeff Hyatt there also, too. So I invite you to put a person or an animal or a loved one in this chair, and that holds space, because as we come together as conscious, sentient human beings, we create a vibration. And in this building, we create a vibration of wholeness and love. So I invite you to put whoever or whatever in that chair so they can be here with us today. We have a need for volunteers. We have a cleaning team. We have people who show up dutifully and lovingly to help clean, and we're looking for a person to lead this team. I know for me, in most of my life, I have provided a service. I've cleaned floors. So for 34 years in Central Oregon, I've had a business where we clean floors at night. There's honor in cleaning. A lot of times we'll describe that as a people cleaning the toilets. Well, I will tell you now, there is honor in cleaning toilets. So we're looking for someone who can volunteer to help lead the team for cleaning. And let's celebrate the volunteers we have. Part of our intention in Unity is to honor the land we live on. A lot of times people look at the land we live on as how they can gain from it, because we live in a world of profit, power, and property. It's our desire to go beyond that. So we want to honor the tribes that lived here before us. And I grew up hearing stories about the mountains because I grew up here. I remember hearing you don't plant your garden till all the snow melts off of Black Butte. It's an old rule. But the fact is that there were tribes who passed through here long before we ever came. Today we want to acknowledge the Wasco, the Warm Springs, the Northern Paiute, the Klamath, the Molalla, and from what I've heard in old stories, even the Cheyenne came through here during certain seasons and certain years. So it's important for us to honor that. And next we want to read our community vision statement. Okay, when we read this, read it with certainty. We are a community committed to co-creating a world of unity, spiritual awakening, and loving kindness. And so it is spoken.
Only on Tuesdays. We're going to have celebrations next, and I implore you, let this be an aha moment. Let it be something that happened in your life that brought a spark, something that brought joy. This is not a time to promote anything. This is a time for personal gains. This is a time for celebrating what's happened in our lives.
Me and Charlotte are doing it.
Wow, we don't have it. They're all out there.
We're the children.
You're the children. So please raise your hand for a celebration.
I'm celebrating today in behalf of Kalinda, her daughter, my stepdaughter Logan. She graduated with 2 associates yesterday, 1 as a pilot. So congratulations to her.
Good morning, I'm Kate, and I'm celebrating still. I'll be celebrating all month. This is, on Friday was my husband's 75th birthday.
Yeah.
Now? I'm Stephanie, and I completed a big race that I've been training for months yesterday, and I wasn't sure I could do it, and I did.
Yay.
I'm celebrating an old dear friend and teacher.
Oh.
Unity is the way of grace. In harmony is what he taught me.
We got Mike in the back.
Oh, sorry. I'm Eric, and I am celebrating, and I swear to God this is not a promotion, even though it's going to sound like one. I, last week, went back into the studio after having been out of the studio for like 6 years to continue work on an album or some grouping of songs. I don't know what the young people are calling it these days, but it's back. We're doing it, and it was just an awesome experience. I mean, I always knew I enjoyed working with the guy who has the studio, but I'd forgotten how much we worked well together and just in sync with each other and on the same page of the way we wanted to handle certain things. It was just awesome, and it's so great to be back in there. And yeah, so that's all. I'm just excited.
Hi, I'm Jen. I'm celebrating my son Thorin, who's 9 years old. We car camped in Mount Rainier, Mount Hood. We did the Wolf Lodge. We did a Pokemon trip. We did a lot of things. Wow. So, and I'm just so honored to be his mother. And I'm also celebrating my niece here, who's from Indiana. So she's never been to Unity. So thank you for sharing your love with my family.
So we were in Los Angeles last weekend. We went and saw the debut Rush concert, and the drummer, Annika Nils, she nailed everything. She was incredible. And go see them if you get a chance. They'll be in Seattle in October. And we also got to see Sohei Ohtani play, and that was really cool. It's a great trip.
Oh man, we are celebrating reaching the very top of, well, not the top, but like right at the base of the summit of Broken Top Mountain. Me and my partner and my dog all made it up there. And we are not tired at all day.
My name's Beth, and I want to celebrate my class, because I taught a 6-week self-awareness class this spring, and then they all said, we want some more. Can we have a little bit of retreat? And so a month later, which was this Friday, 2 days ago, they came to my house and they deepened into more those practices of self-awareness and consciousness. So I celebrate my class and their commitment and courage to really want to do this more.
I'm
celebrating my spiritual growth because a couple of things happened in the last 2 weeks that would have sent me reeling another time, and it's like, no problem, I got this. So unity, thank you. And the other thing I'm celebrating is my new grandniece, Sadie Rena, her older sister and her parents in New Jersey.
My name is Sean. I want to celebrate a really brave woman taking a big step and moving all the way down here from Alaska and upending her life and settling down for a new life here in Bend. This is Danielle.
I want to celebrate Beth and the classes she teaches, especially with internal family systems and self-awareness. Because it's one thing to come on Sunday, and it's beautiful to come on Sunday, but we're a community that wants to grow spiritually, and part of that is doing the work. It's looking at ourselves and our beliefs and how we function in our families, and I'm grateful for the classes you teach. I know we have more coming in the fall, but just thank you. Another thing I would like to celebrate, which is a big deal for me, but this weekend it was just me and my daughter at home, and we did yard work. And so I pulled the phone and then went through all the pain it comes from taking a phone away from a child to go weed and turn the garden beds. And we're out there turning the garden beds, and we're pulling all the grass roots out. And it took probably 20 minutes, and then she started talking to me. And so I got to be there with her in the yard and listen to everything she had to say, and that's one thing I'm celebrating today. Okay, we're going to have our children's blessing. Can we tell the kids to come in? I think we got to get them kids in here. And then we get to bless them. And it's an honor to be able to bless. It's a little known fact that we as human beings have the ability to bless. It is really popular to curse because we have the ability to curse too, but to actively bless, to bless things as we go by, to bless homeless people on the side of the road, or to bless someone having a hard time. So we get to bless. Come on, Leo. Come on up here, you guys. All right. We appreciate the holy gift you are. We see the divine light shining from you. May you always know what a treasure you are. May you always bring your gifts freely and fully to the world. Namaste. And now we have announcements, and goodness sakes, we have a lot going on. We have assisted hearing, and you can download the app. And if you need help with assisted listening, please come up and talk to Nate or Nico or Ezekiel, and we'll get you set up with assisted audio. Okay, we have volunteer opportunities. So it's an honor and a blessing to be a volunteer. Greeters for hospitality, prayer and spiritual support, kids youth, event setup, music and choir, AV and tech and other. There's lots of opportunities. Please come up to one of us and ask about it, or talk to a member of the board. There's plenty of opportunities to get involved. Okay, so we have the Karuna Collective. We have, bear with me, we have Saul, Nicholas, and Luke on the side. And one of the things I love about our community is we give a stage for traveling musicians. You know, this is a place where actual art and creativity happen. And they're from, and I wrote down some notes. They're on the Heart Revival Tour. This is a big deal. And they're part of the Internal Heart family. And with the Karuna Kirtan, they're the Karuna Atidlan. I know I'm butchering that, but I want to say it. And that means Atitlan is a place where the rainbow begins and ends. And so it's an honor to have them here today playing actual human beings, playing actual music because they want to. And they're going to be playing at 4. As your attorney, I advise you to come at 4. And to remind you, I'm not an attorney at law, I'm an attorney at life, litigating for the highest good of all. And then we have Breath and Sound tonight at 6, and that's with Shriman. And then on Mondays, we have a men's group at 6 p.m. How many men in here have attended the men's group? All right, that's great. We have the men's group. We're inviting new ones in. And that's what we got, the men's group. Let's get metaphysical. So let's get metaphysical on Tuesdays. We know Jim was in an accident that last Tuesday. And I think Joanne will be here, and they're looking for a new evolution of the Let's Get Metaphysical. So if you've attended, you have ideas on ways, different directions to take this, please talk to Joanne or show up on Tuesday, and we'll see where that goes. And then on Wednesday nights, we have this guy named Devin Malone. I don't know if you've met Devin Malone. Devin, would you stand up? Hi, Devin. I've known Devin since 2005. And Devin's been staying with me now for a couple of months. And he eats, drinks, sleeps, and lives the tarot and astrology. It is more than a calling. This is the way he lives. He sits and draws designs on what the planets are doing right now, and studies and reads tomes and ancient books from the Arabian days and the heights of Arabia on this. And so on Wednesdays, he has a group here. Please come down and support him, and you can find out a whole lot about yourself and find out how you tick. And then on Thursdays at 9, we have All Levels Yoga at 9 a.m. with Shriman. Volunteer, so hang on, time out. This Sunday after the meeting, we're going to have a barbecue. We're going to have some lawn, next Sunday, we're going to have a barbecue and some lawn games. This is not a required thing. This is a community building event to celebrate our volunteers. So we'll be turning burgers and having salads out there and just hanging out on our beautiful lawn over here with the shade and the playground. Live music. We're having live music. We're celebrating fathers. We're gonna have this. There's this guy named William Gregory who's going to give the talk next Sunday, and it's going to be focusing on the summer solstice and on how we can nurture our fathers. We're bringing water balloons. So everyone's going to line up, and the fathers get to throw water balloons at everyone. Friday, June 19th. I'm right on. We have, this is like a hybrid thing. This is a new thing where it's like a sound bath with a rock and roll band playing music, taking people on a journey. So if you can imagine musicians playing in a sound bath, and then everyone's laying down going on a journey. So this is a new art form we have here. And for me, it's an honor to provide a space for new art forms to take place so that we can have authentic experiences that are novel and fresh. So Friday, June 19th, 7 to 8:30. Check it out. It's so cool.
Live Led Zeppelin music.
If you're into that kind of thing, and I am. Potluck gathering, this is at Suzanne Landry's. So Suzanne Landry hosts walks and hosts potlucks. She's a lovely lady who's a brilliant cook, and she's got a wicked sense of humor. So 4:30 to 8 p.m., June 20th at Suzanne Landry's. And if you have any questions about this, it's all online, and you can ask one of the leaders here in the community with it. Coming up June 28th through July 1st is our kids camp in Vernonia, Oregon. And this is for the UU. This is for the 11, I think it's 7 to 11-year-olds. And I got to volunteer at this camp last year. And goodness sakes, they were up from 7 a.m. until 10 p.m. I was exhausted. But they do all kinds of really cool class. All the kids build a community project, and then they donate it to some worthy cause. We do sing-alongs and skits, and the kids go swimming. It's really beautiful, and we really want to invest in our children so that they're around groups of kids who have holistic, honorable intentions and get to talk about principles and skills that help them navigate the media, school. So it's a positive thing for our kids, and we are accepting donations to help get the kids through kids camp. So if you're able to, please talk to Ezekiel or I, because we want to send our kids to this kids camp and show them that they're loved and that they're supported and that we cherish them in actual time and space. And it's an honor to do so. We have printed calendars in the lobby. We have stuff on the website, and we have updates in our newsletter coming forth. Yes?
Divine Healers on Saturday, 2 to 4.
Which Saturday?
This coming Saturday.
This, great. It's going to be a busy day. Divine Healers, the 20th, 2 to 4. Heather?
Song Circle Saturday. Saturday, yeah, it's the same one. That's the same thing. Yeah, it's the Saturday. The Song Circle.
Song Circle this Saturday. And Thursday. Thursday, we have a soul collage night. Freeform soul collage. Freeform collage. You can bring your soul if you want to. From 6 to 8, and that's on a donation basis. And Karuna's coming up to play some music. I'm excited about this. You guys ready for this?
Hello, everyone. My name is Nicholas John Bauer. This is Sully B. and Luke McGuire Armstrong, Karuna Kirtan Collective. Anyone here not sung Kirtan before? Just raise your hand. Oh, we have a few. So I'm gonna while I do this. So my first Kirtan teacher told me that these are tones like tuning forks for the body, of the energetic bodies, to awaken these parts of ourselves. And humans, they like to learn from stories instead of me just saying, here, do this, and this is why you do it. We have to tell through all these elaborate stories to get them to, especially kids, to want to do things, even if it's really good for them. So repeat after me. Om. Om. Gum. Gum. Ganapataye. Ganapataye. Namaha. Namaha. Jaya. Jaya. Ganesha. You guys are so good. I'm excited. This is going to be fun. So this one's about removing all the obstacles in our life so that we can be free in our expression and who we are. And today on the Mayan calendar is 13 Akabal. And that's where we all met, in Guatemala, the land of the Maya. And 13 Akabal is the most pregnant day of Koyopa, or Kundalini energy. A great day to make children or a family, or to meet the love of your life, or come into fullness and wholeness in yourself. So if those are anything that you want in your life, allow yourself the permission to release any and all those things that are standing in your way. So this is a call and response, and the response happens right away. Get on there, and then when we do the Jaya Ganeshas, try and do it all together. It's going to be a big breath to get there, but that's all right. Just jump in when you can. But we're going to do 2 Jaya Ganeshas and then back to Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Jaya Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Jaya Ganesha. Jaya Ganesha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Jaya Ganesha. Jaya Ganesha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Jaya Ganesha. Jaya Ganesha. Taking a moment to feel what we feel, taking in a breath. And if you'd like, in this moment, allowing these words to resonate in the heart as your own. Deep at the center of my being, there's an infinite well of love. I now allow this love to flow to the surface, filling my heart, my body, my mind, my consciousness, my very being, as it radiates out from me in all directions and returns multiplied. Because the more love I use and give, the more I have to give. The supply is endless. And the use of this love makes me feel so good. Because I love and approve of myself, who I was, am, and will be, now and forevermore. And so it is. It is done.
So we have an opportunity to kind of gather some of the energy that was just broadcast by this beautiful band, carried into meditation. Spend a few moments centering. So if you feel so called, you may settle your feet into beautiful Mother Earth. Allow your hands, shoulders, elbows to relax. Skin of your face to relax. Mind and consciousness to relax. And bring our attention inward for just a few moments. Further opening up, making more way as Ganesha comes from that inner being out projected here into this reality. And prepare for a beautiful talk from Kate Cavanaugh. make your way on back. And thank you for the opportunity.
I can feel the background peace in the room. And our palates are cleansed, and our hearts are open, and our minds are at ease. And it's my honor to introduce our beloved Kate Cavanaugh, who is a human being of deep wisdom. And she's here today to share with us her teachings on human beings are inherently divine. Kate Cavanaugh.
Thank you, William. I'm a quick one. I had my eye on this one. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, beautiful souls of Unity Community. Welcome. And welcome all of you that are at home and watching on video. Our hearts are with you. We look forward to you joining us again in the flesh, coming back and celebrating us so we can hug on you and welcome you back to this community. This morning I want to begin by saying I love you, first of all. What a beautiful summer day that you all showed up and came in to commune with one another, to deeply, deeply get into that place of centeredness. Thank you so much, beautiful Kirtan band. Thank you. Ezekiel, wherever you are, thank you for your beautiful meditation this morning. I appreciate that so much. I'd like to begin this morning with a question that feels both simple and yet profound. What if everything that you sought, the peace, the purpose, the love, and the belonging was already inside you? What if that was the case? What if the very essence of who you are is not something that you ever need to earn? But what if it's something that we simply remember? I've spent many years exploring this question, and what I found is the truth is so liberating and so transformational that it has reshaped my entire spiritual walk in my life. And so today I want to share with you this simple but profound truth. You are inherently divine. Let that just sink in. You are inherently divine. At every core of your being is the presence of God expressing itself as us. This teaching is simple, but it challenges much of what we've been taught about through our lives. Many of us were raised to believe that we were flawed, lacking, broken, and somehow separated from God. We may not consciously believe that anymore, and yet we often live as though some of this may well be true. We judge ourselves for mistakes. We measure our worth by our accomplishments. And we compare ourselves to others. We define ourselves by our wounds and our circumstances and by our limitations. And in doing so, we forget who we truly are. But unity teaches something radically different, that we are not separate from Source. We are expressions of Source. Another way to say it, we are not separated from God, we are expressions of God. Think of us like a seed that is so tiny, but inside that tiny seed is the entire blueprint of a magnificent tree. The tree doesn't have to earn its greatness. It simply grows. And we are that seed. Just as a wave cannot be separated from the ocean, we cannot be separated from Source, the source from which we come. The wave may appear distinct, and yet it is not distinct. It is the essence of the ocean. And in the same way, each of us appears as individual expressions, and yet our essence remains divine. The life that breathes through us is the same life that animates all creation. This understanding can change everything. If God is everywhere and present, then he is present within us. If God is love, then love is our nature. If God is life, then life is expressing through us in every moment. The divine is not something that is acquired. It's simply something, once again, that we remember. This is why spiritual growth is often less about becoming and more about remembering. Remembering who we are or were before the fear told us otherwise. Remembering who we were before shame may have taken root. Remembering who we were before the world convinced us that our values depended on our performance, on our achievements, and our approval. At the core, you are already whole. And wholeness doesn't mean perfection, for you are perfectly imperfect. But wholeness does mean nothing essential is missing. You may experience pain, you may experience loss, you may carry a wound, but your wounds are not your identity. Your circumstances are not your identity. Yeah. Your history is not your identity. There is a divine essence within you that remains untouched. Right? Oh, I love that, right? But many people spend years trying to fix what they think is broken about themselves. Try to fix what is wrong with them. But the truth is, healing is not about fixing ourselves. Healing is about uncovering what has already been true. It is within you. What if beneath every fear and every uncertainty, every limiting belief, you were already whole and sacred? Just this being waiting to be recognized. What if that was true? So in this moment, I want you to turn to your neighbor and simply say, I see the whole and sacred being that you are. I see the whole and sacred being that you are. I feel and see the whole and sacred being that you are. Did everybody get seen here? Did everybody have a moment? Did you get it? Because I see a whole and sacred being that you are. The beauty of this is, one, to take in the idea that there is a sacredness and a wholeness within, that God resides in all things and in us and is an expression through us. And it is quite another thing to learn when a human being turns to you and says that they see your wholeness, your perfection, your beauty. And it's true. I see the whole and sacred being that you are. This is one of the great invitations of a spiritual journey, to stop identifying with the temporary and begin recognizing the eternal. The sacred spark that is within you, that long after this physical form has perished and gone and returned to the soil in which we came, that the light of the divine essence of who you are remains. Energy doesn't die, it just transmutes, right? So stop identifying with that temporary and identify with that internal. We recognize while experiences come and go, that our spiritual nature remains. This understanding also changes how we see one another. Hang on, time out is what William says, and I've been thinking about what's mine. I figured it out, so here it is. And it's so, Kate, just a moment, let's take a pause. How do you like it? Just a moment, let's take a pause. I want to tell you that I love a sacred ceremony and bringing the sacred into all aspects, whether I'm standing and doing my dishes and just pouring out gratitude at what I'm seeing out a kitchen window, or spending time with friends and just really recognizing the divine within one another. And in my sacred and beautiful relationship with this 75-year-old rock star of a Buddha guru, we have a beautiful ritual, and I think I've shared it before, but I want to take it another step further. The last thing that we do before we close our eyes each evening, each night, is Doug picks up a book and reads just an excerpt. His voice in my ear, speaking of things that matter, is a very intimate and beautiful experience. And sometimes it's so lovely that I just loft off to sleep, but just at his dulcet tones, right? It's so beautiful. But we have a couple of books that are really our special favorite ones. And one is by Wayne Dyer. I'm sure you've all heard of Wayne Dyer. He has a book entitled Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life. And what it is 81 chapters of the Tao Te Ching. And he takes each one, sat with it, and channeled Lao Tzu, really, to speak of what this 2,500-year-old, is that right, or is it 1,000? 25,000. 25,000? Okay, you guys, for whatever, a long time ago, way a long time ago, in the ancient days, takes this beautiful teaching and brings it into relevance into today's world. And I really, really appreciate his expression of that. I encourage you all to get this book. Find a partner or a friend to read to each other. It's remarkable. 81 chapters. They're short. And at the end of each chapter, he says, do the Tao now, and gives you an example of how you can walk out this beautiful teaching. So that's one. I just love that book. Wayne's so wonderful. But there's another author that I'm sure you all know, and that is Eckhart Tolle. And he has so many profound books that you can pick up and simply read a couple of chapters, and it's always in context. And so one of our favorites of his books, we read, so many times through. I should have it by heart by now, but The Power of Now. A book about being in the present moment. He speaks of when we become fully present, we begin to lose identification with the stories that we tell ourselves. We stop defining ourselves by our mistakes, our wounds, and our circumstances, and we begin to speak of that sacred presence. And when we do, we encounter something deeper. Unity calls it the divine within. Eckhart calls it simply presence. But both point out the same realization, and that is that beneath the noise of your mind, there is a wholeness that has never been broken. It may be just sitting, waiting, but when you access that stillness, that presence, recognizing that the divine is within you. It is a sacred and holy experience, one that I hope you seek often. But when we forget our own divinity, it becomes so easy to not see the divinity in others. And all of us have gone down this path. We see judgment, we criticize, and we separate. We define other people by their behaviors and their opinions, by their mistakes, and by their differences from us. But when we recognize that every person is an extension and an expression of divine life, something may well begin to soften. When we can take that thought and put it ahead of our judgments and our criticisms. Recognizing that every person is that expression of divine life. We may not agree on every situation or action. We may not approve of others' choices. We may not like it at all, but I will tell you that when we begin to see beyond the surface, we recognize that every fear, every defense, and every struggle is the same divine spark seeking them as it is you. We are all on this journey of the evolution of our souls, refining, clearing, becoming whole in our acknowledgement that we already are whole. We have to rediscover it, find it, and remember. It doesn't mean that we become passive. It means that we become compassionates. I see you, I hear you, and you matter. The essence of a compassionate. When we see others as an expression of divine love, we stop asking, what the heck is wrong with you? And start asking, what is trying to emerge through you? Isn't it true that every single hardship and difficulty, every single challenge of life, if we allow it, if we soften, we will come to know and recognize that all of them, all these difficult things that life brings us in our suffering, are actually our teachers. Because the release and the surrender of all those things that have taught us feeling, expression, suffering, is here to teach us, to refine us, to become whole again, to remember the divine essence of who we really are. And when we shift this energy, it transforms our relationships. It transforms our families and our communities. It matters. It matters here how you choose to show up in the world. We inspire and empower one another, and we walk from this place knowing that the wholeness and the holy is within us. Might that change you? Because the world changes when we begin to meet one another from our shared divinity rather than our perceived separation. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Perhaps one of the greatest obstacles to remember our divinity or to shake our divinity is shame. It's a very interpersonal, I'm not good enough feeling. It tells you that your mistakes are defining you. Shame tells us that our failure reveals who we really are, broken and not worthy. And it whispers that if others knew who I really was, I wouldn't be worthy of their love. That's what shame can do. But when we release that and stand in our divinity, we shift. When we stay there, we become forgetful. Habits are habits, patterns are patterns, and they all are worth breathing into and releasing if they don't serve you. The moment we remember our divine nature, shame begins to lose its power, because the truth is, you are not your worst day. Can I have an amen on that one? You are not your greatest mistake. How about that? You are not the stories that your fear tells. You are not the limitations that have been placed upon you. You are an expression of divine light, and the divine life cannot be diminished in your human experience. I want to just take a moment because this kirtan is so beautiful, and when we have this beautiful salutation that we say to each other, namaste, namaste. But when we take the translation and hold it as our truth, something really remarkable is lifted. Namaste. The divine light in me recognizes and honors the divine light in you. It's not just the flicker of light in your eyes. It's not the smile on your face. It's even deeper than that. Let's namaste each other here today. Let you tell your neighbor, let the divine light in me recognizes and honors the divine light in you. Go. The divine light in me recognizes and honors the divine and loves so deeply the light in you. That is beautiful. So now we know when we're saying namaste, I'm recognizing that the Spirit of God within me is honoring and recognizing the Spirit of God, of Source, of the universe, whatever is your expression, that is what is happening. So this namaste is lovely, but it's deep, and it's powerful, and it's meaningful. And let's remember what it is that we are offering one another. Because the divine cannot be diminished by human experience, and the spiritual path is not about becoming worthy of God. It's about awakening to the fact that you've never been separated from God. And this is why self-judgment eventually becomes a spiritual obstacle. Not accountability is unimportant, no, but because self-condemnation keeps us focused on the illusion of separation from one another, separation from the God within you. Growth happens more readily in the presence of compassion than it certainly does in criticism. Transformation happens more easily when we remember who we are rather than how we endlessly focus on who we're not. What would happen if we truly believed in our inherent worth? What would happen if we trusted the goodness of our own nature? What would happen if we stopped trying to earn our value and started living from it? How would we speak to ourselves? How would we treat one another? How would we move through the world? I think you know. Because I think you walk this. I'm just wanting to elevate it today, acknowledge it, celebrate it, and be a gentle, soft, and loving reminder that who you are is divine. Because the simple answer to who you would be in the world is greater freedom, greater confidence, greater compassion, and greater peace in the world. Not because life would become easier, but because we no longer are looking to the circumstances to tell us who we are. We know who we are. And that knowing changes everything. The spiritual journey is ultimately a journey of remembrance. We return to the truth that has always been present. We return to the awareness that we are connected to something greater than ourselves, because that greater reality is expressing itself through us. We are not separate from God. We are expressions of God. We are not broken things seeking wholeness. We are whole beings awakening to our own wholeness. We are not strangers to the divine. We are participants in it. And perhaps that is the invitation for this day, to see ourselves through the eyes of spirit, to release shame and self-judgment, and to affirm our inherent worth and our inherent goodness, to recognize the divine life within ourselves and within one another, to remember once again what has always been true. We belong to God because God is an expression through us. And in that remembrance, we can simply and lovingly return to wholeness. Thank you. I was not aware that Kirtan was going to be after me, but I would like to just do a quick song, if I may. Is there space and time? I just feel like this song just expresses about the light within us. I know that you all know this song, and you are so welcome to sing along with me. And it is not, you don't have to know the way knows the way. It's not that one. It's not that one. Are you with me? Can you hear? Is the guitar up? I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light. I am not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light. I'm not the mistakes that I have made, or all the other things that caused me pain. I am not the pieces of my dreams I left behind. I am light. 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 I am light, I am light. I am light. I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside is all light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light. I am divinity defined. I am the God in my insides. I am a star, a piece of it all, that my soul inside, thank you, is all light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you. I think so. Otherwise, my family says I can be quite loud, so if the mic doesn't work. Thank you for having us. Thank you, for your hearts, for your open doors.
You may want to check that high E string.
Which one? Yeah, let's It's very resonant with this mantra, which comes from the Tibetans, which they got, well, from their own shamanic culture, but also from Sita from India. She traveled to Tibet and she became the Tara. So, along with what Kate said, we can find as we chant this place in our heart where everything is allowed to be. I know my mind, like many Western minds, we're trying to get somewhere, and that's the problem. We just need to rest where we are. Receive what's within us, what's without us. Inhaling joy into the heart and exhaling a smile on your lips. Inhaling joy into the heart, exhaling a smile a little bit bigger. And then don't leave it for yesterday. Inhaling joy into the heart and exhaling the biggest smile you'll ever smile. Blessing this day, as William said, you can do it. Blessing your own heart. Om Tare, Tutare, Ture Soha. You can sing the English. If you make a mistake, wonderful. Then you can practice humility, laughter, non-judgment. There is grace falling to the ground. There is hope, always around. There is light, shining from above. There is you, there is me, and always there's love. There is grace, falling to the ground. There is hope, always around. There is light, shining from above. There is you, there is me, and always there's love. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Soha. 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 I surrender to the mother of us all. I surrender. On my knees I fall. I surrender. Anger, fear, and doubt. I surrender. To what this life's about. Everybody singing Om Tare Tu Re Soha. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. Om Tare Tu Re Soha.
Saul, Nicholas, and Lucas, thank you for coming. They're playing today at 4.
Yay.
I want to give everyone a heads up that prayer claims are on the back of the seats in front of you. We invite you to fill these out if you feel so desired, and we'll pray on those here locally, and then they're sent off to Silent Unity where they're prayed on. We believe here at Unity prayer is that we are cherished jewels of a loving cosmos, and when we pray, we affirm what we want to come into our lives or what we wish to let go of from our lives. And if there's anyone here that's new, we have blue cards in the back. Please fill out your information so we can keep you abreast of what's going on in the community. And there's a lot going on in the community. And now we're going to do, so can I get real with you for a moment? All right.
Only for a moment.
Only for a moment. So this is a part of our service where we do what's called the ask, put it in quotation marks. And in my life, it's been really hard to ask for anything, being fiercely independent. In spiritual traditions in the past, they had this really cool thing. You call it the carrot and the stick. They would come in and say, if you want to go to heaven, give us your money. Or they would say, if you don't want to go to hell, give us your money. All right? So hang on, time out. We believe that we are whole right now. We believe that there's no point in praying for some outside thing to give us salvation. We talk about how we are cherished jewels of a loving cosmos and everything we need is within us right now. We create a community and provide services for anyone who wants to walk in the door. And that's a beautiful thing. But you also get anyone who wants to walk in the door. So we're holding space, and there are polished human beings with deep spiritual wisdom, and there are people coming in who are train wrecks. And we're here for all of those. We're here to hold space and provide a place for people to heal and to grow. And this is our community that we're doing this. There are a few of us who donate a lot of money, and there are many of us who don't donate very much, and that's all okay. But what I'm imploring us to do is to take ownership of this community and give what we can. That's a physical demonstration of what we care about, what we choose to nurture. So we can give by texting, we can give through cash and check. There are many ways to give, but I'm encouraging us all to take responsibility for our community and to nurture that with an open heart, and so it is.
So it is.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I got, what are
We're doing the slide where we bless the gift.
Oh, I was giving this.
So let's say this like we mean it. From the love of pure spirit within us, we bless these gifts. We call forth healing, blessing, and prosperity through them. They are evidence of our faith and our belief. Through them, good work is done in the world, and abundance flows back to us multiplied, and so it is. Let's sing it.
Now we go.
I got gratitude in my heart, got gratitude in my soul. And I just want to say thank you.
I just want to say thank you.
And I just want to say thank you for it all. Thank you for it all.
Gratitude in my heart. In my heart. Gratitude in my soul. In my soul, baby. I just want to say thank you.
All of
And I just want to say thank you.
Muchas gracias.
And I just want to say thank you for it all. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Thank you for it all. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Last time you go.
Father's Day, next Sunday. Oh, we're going to pray. All right, let's close our eyes. Let's feel the weight of ourselves in our chairs. Let us know that there's a way, and the way knows the way, and as we take a step across this way, we become the way. Let everything we learned here, this idea that salvation is within us, that we're cherished jewels of a loving cosmos, and that we are sovereign beings on this planet, and this planet loves us. So let us bless each other and take this out into our lives with generous beauty, and so it is.
So it is.
Have a great week.